Hey, this is Ronnie.
And this is Reese.
And
this
this
is
is Soft30.
Soft30.
And of course, we have DJ Q Waves and we have D. How y'all doing? How y'all
Happy
doing?
Sunday.
We should have karaoke on a podcast. That'll be fun.
You should. I'm actually doing karaoke tonight.
I'm gonna do it too.
I'm
They're
super
not
excited.
but we like it.
Yeah. I love karaoke. I can't sing a lick.
I can sometimes. We was talking about this at work because my coworker was playing some gospel and he was playing. I like Tasha Cobbs, right? And every time her song come on, I just be singing to the top of my lungs. It was like, I bet you can really sing in the shower. I was like, y'all. Anyway, how was your week?
My week has been pretty okay. Let's see. I don't know where to start. It has been pretty okay. A little tiny stressful. I've been having like really. Normally, I don't remember my dreams much, but I've been having like very detailed dreams, and it's kind of been scaring me a little because I don't know exactly what they mean. And it's not like it was scary dreams; it was just sad things happening in the dream.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of threw me off a little. But it is what it is. It's whatever. Um, Anyway, what else happened? Oh, y'all remember last week, right? When I was like, "How do you tell somebody to make you feel uncomfortable?" I never had that conversation with the person, but the person ended up saying something to me, and I believe he listens, so I hope he doesn't get offended. But he ended up saying something to me on Monday, and when he said it to me, I felt uncomfortable. I ended up leaving. It- where I was, it was time for me to go anyway, so I ended up leaving. Um, and then a couple days later, he was like, "Hey, I noticed that I think I made you feel uncomfortable the other day, and I just want to apologize." And he was saying stuff like that. We had a whole conversation about it. Decent conversation. Wasn't no awkwardness or anything like that after. But I was glad that he did notice that and apologize for it. I feel like sometimes people just ignore stuff or something like that. So it made me feel not uncomfortable anymore that he noticed it, realized like, okay, that was wrong, and then fix the situation. So I think that was dope as fuck. So shout out to Black Man. Anyway, um, what else happened this week? Oh man, I'm almost finished my entrepreneur class. I told you I started 2 months ago, and this is my second entrepreneur class. This one is different and more harder than the first one. And I'm still working on my business proposal and a PowerPoint presentation that I have to do this week. I'll let y'all know how it went next week. But I'm not nervous about presenting. I know I can present like, nobody's business. Um, I just want to make sure I have everything together because we're presenting to a panel, and I know when we get finished this class, we're supposed to get some money. I'm not sure what the money is, how it's get, how long it takes, anything like that. Or I'm not sure if you have to get a certain grade or present well to get it. Like, I don't think it's a competition thing where whoever presents best is the only one that gets money. But again, I'm not sure. I really got to go through the packet and read it completely. But anyway, but I want to make sure that because I'm the only one with this type of business that I'm trying to do in the class. So I just really, really want to make sure that it is completely 100% like I can knock this out the ball and blow their minds during this presentation. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm super nervous. Y'all wish me luck, but like I said, I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be really, really good. And I'm super excited about presenting if I have everything together, which I do so far. I wanted to read some to y'all before we started the podcast and stuff, but Ronnie took forever. So but yeah, I definitely will Ronnie later on either today or tomorrow have you read over the stuff because even though this going to this panel it doesn't go anywhere, but this is potentially what I'm going to use as the business proposal. And if we do another presentation or anything like that, so I definitely want your opinion
Okay.
on and stuff. I should have made your ass do half with me, but If I was gonna make you do that, I should have made you do the whole class with
In the
me.
class.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If I was gonna do that, I should have made you do the whole class with me. So I
I
can't be pulling
attempted
out.
to do the class, but when she said we had to be on at 6:30, I don't get off to 7, so it's not gonna work.
Girl, I barely said anything in the classes. I would literally have on earphones listening, and that was it. Like I told her, I was like, I'm still working during these times, so I cannot participate. So I did participate sometimes, but for the
Oh,
most part, I really didn't participate. I was there. I was getting my homework in, so she knew I was there. But I told her, I was like, I'm still working. However, I want to go ahead and get this done. I was like, there's no point in me waiting to the next class because I'm still going to be working the same time.
mm-hmm.
So, that was why I ended up, kept on going and stuff. She was very understandable to that. I mean, very, yeah. So anyway, I think she's dope for that and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited, like I said, about this presentation.
What day are you
Can't wait
supposed
to
to
see it.
present?
On Thursday,
Okay.
the 10th. So I don't know. We'll see. People are some hard folks to please, man. Um,
Yeah, as long as you
also,
do it to your liking, like I'll sit with you some days or whatever, and we can go over it. But as long as it's what we like, then
we
that's all
like,
that
right,
matters.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but the only reason I'm trying to make sure it's really good because I'm treating them as like they are my consumer market.
Okay.
So that's the only like if I was like if I was doing what's the name of those little survey things that they be doing when they ask people about a market product or whatever, did they get a gift card or something like that.
Mhm.
Anyway, that's what I'm pretty much doing. Like if I was presenting to people like that. So
Okay.
that's why I'm want to just make sure everything is okay. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I think it's gonna be dope.
Do it. You can do it.
Be dope. But yeah, let me see what else happened this week. I think that might have been all that really happened this week was work and the class and stuff like that. I'm doing a game night with Naya and hopefully her boyfriend today, and then a few other people. I don't know for sure if her boyfriend is going to come. However, this was for him because he was not able to do anything for his birthday last weekend. So, that was pretty much why we set up the game day. And I really hope he's able to come. I don't want to talk bad about anyone or their mamas or parents or anything, but I don't know what her issue is sometimes when it comes to, me getting him because like she used to let me get him at first with no problem. And now it's just like, it's like some kind of issue every time we need to get him or something like that. And I just really feel like, if she don't want me to get him, just say it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't beat around the bush. Don't ignore my phone calls. Don't tell him yeah, and then the day of find some bullshit excuse of why he can't hang or something. And again, I don't want to talk about anybody, but nobody else did anything for him for his birthday. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why we were trying to, get this going for his birthday. Like that was the point. And I'm not trying to, undermine the parent and then do something for him when she didn't. But at the same time, I would want somebody to do something for my kid if I wasn't able to do it.
Right.
Like I don't want to I don't want to talk bad about anybody, but I know last month when I was supposed to get him, um, the issue of why he couldn't come was because he was setting up one of the siblings' birthday parties, and that's why he couldn't come. So a month later, now you can't do anything for his birthday,
Yeah, that's
like
great.
a cake, anything. And hello, call me and say, hey, I need a cake, or I need decoration, or I need this, or I need that. And of course, that's my daughter's boyfriend, mama. I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, I got you, sis. No worries.
Maybe she
Like,
just
you know what
didn't
I'm
want
saying?
to.
Huh?
Maybe she just didn't want to.
I mean, I guess, but I don't know. And then, I'm also like, the whole situation is just kind of annoying me. But I'm also trying not to judge her situation because she just has multiple children. So she could have had a hardship within the last month.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I literally only have one kid. I don't have to worry about that. I worry about one party a year for my kid, versus people that have 3 or 4 kids and then they have to party after party after party and stuff like that. But I don't know. It definitely got me in my feelings and stuff because I'm like, you could have asked for help, and I know it's easier said than done to ask for help than what I'm saying, but don't don't just say pretty much forget it. I feel like that was kind of the case. It's just like, oh well, forget it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's pretty much it for my check-in. I mean, hopefully everything go good tonight with game night and stuff. Then I'll be back at work and doing my things this weekend. I mean, this week and stuff. So yeah.
Well, my week was boring as hell.
Oh, I forgot I went
So,
out Friday too.
huh?
Said I forgot I went out Friday too.
You went out Friday. Where you
That
went?
was
Oh,
fun.
yeah, you did go out. That was
That
like,
was fun. Yeah, I guess I ain't been out in about a month. In the nighttime. So it was fun. I had fun. I had a nice little time. It was a short girl in the club. First of all, I hate when I'm in a straight club and there's only a little bit of gay people and the other gay people just look a mess. Okay,
like
it was like a dom in there, and she had to be like 4'2", right? So she's real short. She's in there with a girl, a feminine girl, skinnier than me, little stripper girl. She's also short. So we in there like giants without heels on, me, Ronnie, and Kelsha. So we like looking down at them every time they come and talk to us, like, hey down there. Like
now it's like, what you doing? Move.
she's like, I want y'all to dance with me and my girl. It's a no for me, little guy. Like, girl, if y'all get y'all little asses with
But Reese kept slicing them, trying to get everybody to, you can talk to her, you can talk to, and they kept coming to everybody like, no, get away.
I couldn't help it,
Like,
man. That shit was
no.
funny.
Mm-mm. That was not funny at all.
Terrible experience. But anyway, go ahead.
um, so well, that was fun for my week on Friday, but I have not been drinking. Today not over, but today makes a week. So
Good
yay!
job.
um, but I did get high.
Hey.
Maybe. But anyway, well, whatever is legal. But so yeah, um, Tuesday I had went to the doctor and my blood pressure was high again. So I'm like, I'm gonna just stop drinking and try to eat right. So I've been eating mainly salads because I don't know like exactly what to eat. I did Google some stuff, and well, the last time I went, she told me to lose some weight, and I didn't. And I gained weight, so I'm 160 now. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I really gotta lose some weight. So I had Googled some stuff or whatever, and then I had made this dish. It's like plantains and spinach and shrimp, right? Because we can only have meat, skinless chicken, right? And like plain shit, like rabbits, like what? I don't know how long I can do this, but we're gonna try. So
You can do it.
far,
I believe it.
so far I've been doing pretty good, I think. Well, Thursday I had a sandwich and it had like a lot of cheese on it. It said stay away from dairy, but it had a lot of cheese on it. It was really good though. But it wasn't seasoned because I told him I was like, no, it was like a Pellini. Am I saying that right? Pellini?
Yeah,
Oh,
panini.
Pellini. The sandwich.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was like
panini.
some grilled chicken on it, and it was like a lot of cheese, but it was really good. But it was kind of plain besides the cheese. But yeah, so I'm taking this journey
But
to.
I did like I'll tell you like I told mom, have 2 cheat meals a week. So not days, 2 cheat meals a week. That's it. I think
Well,
that will not throw off things too far off balance.
so I think the difference is with me and her. Like she already on medicine. I don't want to take medicine, so I got to get it down without the medicine.
Hmm.
So I don't know if I could maybe because I got to go back in 2 weeks. So I'll see like what the pressure is in 2 weeks, and then if it's down, then I can continue what I'm doing, and then um, have like cheat meals or whatever. And if it's still up, I guess I'm gonna have to take that fucking medicine.
I don't think you should. I feel like, especially as far as things like high blood pressure and things like that, once you start getting on that medicine, your body is used to it. And then
Yeah,
once you don't feel like you don't need it anymore and then you get off, like things start to happen.
right. That's why I'm like, I really don't want to take it. Like I got it, but I ain't take it. Like my I don't want to. I don't want to. Maybe I'll check my pressure today. Or you can check it because you know what you're doing. So yeah. Um, but I I was telling y'all about the couple, right, that I was talking to or friends with, not
Like
talking to.
one,
Huh?
can I make one more suggestion? You should also try to steam maybe every other day or something because that'll help get that toxin, salts and things out of your body pretty easily.
Oh, can you give me a steam today?
I'm talking about the sauna steam.
Oh.
But yes, I
Okay.
can give you a steam today if you would like. I was talking sauna.
Okay. Well, that's two different things. You said steam. Steam and sauna. That's two different.
I'm sorry, I meant sauna. I meant sauna.
I actually thought about that last night, but then I ended up going to this fight party and I forgot. Actually, look, the fight party was cool. I had went with this guy that's like not my type. You know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to say too much because
Yeah.
he's married, and I want it to seem like it's something that it's not. Um, but this nigga, he tried it talking about. So it was at his cousin's house. It was like a lot of his family there. So I'm like, he was like, well, this is my friend, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, I hope nobody think that, we together or whatever. So I started like talking and flirting with other people, like, cause we not, and his wife ain't, I ain't about to tell his wife, she come up and he's trying to sit on me. No. So like he just said, we having a fight party come through. I was like, all right, that's just how it went. Because the other fight party I got invited to, the guy whose house it was, I don't like him. And I'm gonna tell you about that in a minute. But anyway, so we were sitting down and he was like, we can just chill, whatever. Like, you want to go, we can go get a bottle of Hennessy. I'm like, no, I'm not drinking. And he like, but you ain't got to get drunk. You just get a little bit. No, I'm not drinking. And he was like, but okay, well, another day, if you want to go out, we can go out, we can hang out, like whatever you want, I got you. And whatever happens, happen. But just don't be in your feelings. Like, don't catch feelings because it's just if we do something, then that's just what it is. What do you mean if we do something? You're not even my type, sir. You are big as hell. Like, no offense to big people. No offense. That is just not I don't want that. So he just kept saying it, and he was annoying me. So I'm like, I'm about to go. Because mind you, everybody's drunk as shit, and I'm sober. I'm like, you talking too much. You talking about shit that I don't want to hear. You're not attractive. Nothing will ever, ever, ever happen. Like, never. So anyway, I ended up leaving. So about the other party that I was invited to, the guy I don't like. Y'all probably don't remember this because we talked about it long time ago, some years ago. But anyway, my best friend, boyfriend, is his best friend. But anyway, so I didn't go because it was at his house. She called me early this morning, right? So I'm like, why she keep calling? I ain't answer. She called back to back to back. So I'm like, why the fuck she keep calling me? So then I answered. So I'm like, what's up? She like, what you doing? So I'm like, nothing. She was like, well, I was just calling to tell you that you're gonna walk down the aisle with him, the boy I don't like. And I'm like, oh hell no. So her and the boyfriend has been planning a wedding or talking about marriage or whatever. So
Hold
him.
up, wait. You in the wedding?
So they
Yeah,
talking
no, man.
about the wedding. Like on Friday, he was talking to me about it.
So I'm
So
not in the wedding.
Saturday,
Just so we clear.
no, you are. They just listen. Friday, he was talking about. He was like, "I fuck with your friend. Like, I really want to marry her." Blah blah. And I'm like, "Well, do it. If you want to do it, do it." So then yesterday, she wrote in a group and she was like, "Me and so and so getting married." And we like, what? So then she started sending screenshots of all her other niggas, and she was sending them like, hey, I'm getting married, we can't talk no more. And I'm like, oh, she's serious. Like, he said it last night, but I didn't know he was gonna do it that fast. So but you didn't come to the Friendsgiving when they was talking about it too. And you don't read none of the group messages.
Excuses, but okay.
Huh?
I said excuses, but okay.
No, it's not excuses. When all the talks are around, you're not in it. You don't read the group messages, and you wasn't at the Friendsgiving. So anyway, so when she called me this morning talking about I'm gonna walk down the aisle with him, and I'm like, no, bitch, I will not be in your wedding. I don't give a fuck. So he's like, the feeling is mutual, blah blah blah. Well, fuck you. They're talking about what do you say? You tall? What do you say? You tall 6'9" some shit? And I said I'm a sexy tall 6'9" bitch. Fuck is you talking? He is a faggot, and I don't like him. And I'm sorry for saying that, because no
Honey,
offense,
you can't
no
tell
offense.
somebody that you're not gonna walk down with the person that they
I'm
assign
not.
you with in the wedding.
Well, I won't be in the wedding. I'm not doing it.
So
I'm not
you
doing
would
it.
not be at the wedding because you don't want to walk down with a
I,
person? That's selfish. You should
we have
rethink that.
a serious dislike for each other, and
Y'all don't
he
stand beside each other.
kept
Y'all
on
literally
trying to.
got 30 seconds to walk down the aisle together and go y'all separate ways. That's it.
But Reese, if they got beef, is it anybody else available to walk down the aisle with?
It's plenty more people to walk down the aisle with, but he is his best man, and I'm gonna be her best lady. But I will fuck it. I ain't gotta be nothing. I won't be in it because I don't
That
like it.
makes it even worse if you're supposed to be the maid of honor.
No, I'm not. And then he was like, you mad at me for taking up for y'all. You wasn't taking up for us. Like, first of all, I can take up for myself. But the whole situation was just to bring that conversation back up, because it happened some years ago. But we was at a bar, right? And my friend was working at the bar. So her boyfriend and his friends was there, and she was working, and me and my other friend was there. So, and we were supposed to go to Deep Creek some years ago. So he wanted us to meet his friends so that we could all meet each other before we went, right? So we went to the bar. This dude at the bar, he was a white guy. It was him, and he was by himself, and it was two white ladies at the bar, and then it was us. That was it. The white guy was smoking a vape. And he kept smoking, and he kept blowing in the white lady's face. So the white lady started like going off or whatever. And then she was telling the manager, she told my friend who was the bartender, all that. And everybody just listening, laughing or whatever. I kirk off because you can't be on the inside smoking. And then if you want to smoke, go over the other side. It's empty as hell, and it's a restaurant in the bar. It's only us people at the bar. Go on the other side and smoke there. Oh, go outside because it's an outside bar. It's an outside place to smoke. So here come his little irritating ass, the friend. Oh, you can smoke in here. You can. It's no law in Virginia saying that you can't smoke inside. You cannot smoke inside. If that's the case, because I've never been to any kind of restaurant or bar in Virginia where people are smoking inside. If it's not like a hookah bar or lounge like Babylon. So he going back and forth with me, going back and forth with the ladies. So then I'm like, this shit is not okay. Because, for example, and I said this to them, my dad has COPD. If we in a restaurant and we eating and somebody's smoking in there, I'm going to fuck off. If somebody walk over and blow smoke in anybody's face that I'm with, it's okay if you're going to smoke, but why you got to blow it in somebody's face? Why you got smoke right next to them in the inside? Go over there. So he did all this, me and him arguing back and forth. He go on his internet, look, this is the law. This. Nigga, get out my face. So we sitting there arguing. So then after I'm going off so bad, then the manager like, okay, sir, you gotta go. Don't worry about your bill. Just go ahead and go. Nobody has ever said nothing to the two white ladies over here who he assaulted. Because that's assault. So then they like, go ahead and get out. So then the best friend boyfriend like, okay, go ahead and go. You need to go now. All this, right? And he was like, what? Y'all was on my side. And then it come his stupid ass getting up on Macho Man like, no, get out, and push the dude. I'm like, sir, you was on his side. You went on the internet to pull up the law. It's the law. But now you getting up and pushing him down because he said something to the somebody say his damn name. Because you said something to your friend. Now you about to you getting up all big and rowdy. So and I was like, you didn't take up for us. You took up for your friend because the dude said, I thought y'all was on my side, which y'all was. So this shit pissed me off, and then he wanted to keep arguing back and forth, and I was like, you know what? I'm about to hang up. So I just hung up because I'm not walking down the aisle with him. That shit's there. I just want to be in it. I won't even go. I'm sorry. I won't even go because I don't like him. He makes me want to put my
How
hands
you
on him.
gonna go from not being in it to not going at all? You
Reese.
won't even have to talk to him if you're not in it. What does in it have to do with going?
Because anytime I see him, I don't want to talk to him. He found his way over in my space. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. That's all I'm saying. I don't fuck with you. That's it. Stay over there. But no, every fucking time he got to find his way up in my space. No. So I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I wish for them the best. And I'm glad they getting married. He asked her yesterday. But he didn't have a ring, but she said yes. But we'll see. And he crazy for getting married to her, that crazy girl. But whatever. It's somebody for everybody.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not excited since I'm finding out I'm not in the wedding, but I'm excited
You
because I
are.
love
She didn't
love.
plan it. She did not plan
I
it yet.
love when people get married.
Girl, you are in the wedding. Because when we was at the Friendsgiving, she was saying like who was in it and all this shit. So you were in it. And you think she gonna have a wedding without you being in it?
Apparently so. I mean, I know I'll obviously get an invite, but
Good
yeah.
night.
Well,
You can have my prize.
does it matter if you in the wedding or not?
No, it doesn't. I mean, my feelings would be hurt a little tiny bit if I'm not in it, but long as I get an invite, I don't give a damn. Long as I'm there to witness the union, I guess I
Wow.
won't complain. I won't complain too much. Everybody, some people only want a certain amount of people in their wedding. That's how mine was. I was, and when that person that is getting married, when she said something to me about not being in my wedding when I was planning it. I was like, listen, I need a certain amount of people. If everybody I know, which is not that many people, is in the wedding, I won't have anybody to watch. Like, so I had specifically only did a certain amount. So if it's the case like that or something, then absolutely, I understand. It is
No,
what it
he
is.
got a lot of
So
friends.
make sure I get my invite.
He got a lot of friends. They match up perfect with all of us. But honestly, I'm not excited about being in people weddings because you spend too much fucking money. Way too much. And I don't got time for this shit.
I definitely agree. I was trying to make mine the cheapest possible. That's why I was like, I'm gonna give y'all the color. That's gonna be it. Like everything else, y'all do. Y'all doing your own because however much money you want to spend, if you get a $10 dress that look good and it's the same color of my theme, I don't give a damn.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just how I felt about it. And I definitely don't want no pressure of being no best lady or no maid of honor. No, give me the regular old bridesmaids. All I gotta do is contribute a little bit versus planning shit, helping this and do.
I
I don't
don't
got
want.
no time.
I don't want to do none of that shit. I don't, and I'm stressed out all fucking ready thinking about it. But when we were at the Friendsgiving and we were talking about it, and I was like, y'all should do a destination wedding. It's right. It's the perfect thing. Everybody fly out to this place. They buy their own shit to get there. We have the wedding. You have the whole resort. We can go party. The
I
bachelor.
absolutely agree with that. I think actually everybody should do a small or a destination wedding and then spend the rest of your money on your honeymoon. Like I'm a firm believer in that. I feel like we waste too much money on weddings to, just so people that's gonna talk about our wedding anyway, and no, I don't need y'all to witness my union. You can see pictures on Facebook, okay?
Mm-hmm. And then she gonna be a bitch. I already know she gonna be a bitch. I don't want to be a part of that. I, Lord, we gonna
Yeah,
need some
she
prayer.
gonna go crazy a lot. Y'all was complaining about me talking about something I was Brazilian because I was mad y'all wasn't on time for the photo shoot. Oh no, baby, you about to get a taste now. She finna be Bridezilla like shit.
I'm not ready. I'm really not. I wouldn't even be a bridezilla. Like I'm like so cool. Like it'll be like just everybody wear this. This is the date. I'm gonna plan my own shit because I know how I want my stuff. I'm planning the bachelor party. The everything. I mean, wait. I'm not a bachelor. I'm the bachelorette, right? Yeah. So look, I'm gonna plan all of that because I already know what I want. Y'all just show up or give me y'all money too, because y'all gotta help me. Or y'all gotta pay for it, or am I supposed to help y'all pay for it?
For what? If it's a destination or just a general wedding?
For the bachelorette party.
No, I think the bridesmaids try to pay for the bachelorette party. I don't know the rules of weddings, but I think that the bridesmaids and the maid of honor plan and try to execute the bachelorette party, and then the bride just shows up. And then also the people that's in the wedding normally pays for their own dresses, shoes, makeup, hair. That's it. The bride and the groom provide the venue, limousine, food, cake, all that kind of stuff.
Everybody in my
But
wedding.
I don't know. Obviously, I never got married before.
You heard me. I said everybody in my wedding got to get periods.
You said they got to get locked?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just for that day.
Yeah, that ain't no problem.
You breaking up. You breaking up.
Like that. I would try to not to have. How about now?
Say something else.
How about now?
No, go ahead. You good.
Yeah, keep going. Oh, I'm good? Okay. I was saying, I just want my people to pay as less as possible because I'm trying to pay as less as possible. You remember when I was looking for my dress was like $340.
I seen this dress, girl. I took a screenshot of it. It was $99. I was like, oh, this is going to be my wedding dress.
Yeah, girl. I'm like, what am I going to pay all that money for to on a daggone dress? No. All they see, wedding people be just trying to get all this extra money out of you. If you do a regular catering event, it'd be a certain amount. But if you say you catering for a wedding, then all of a sudden the price goes sky high. No, get out of here. No.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know this is off subject, but on the subject of weddings, I've seen a famous couple that had did like a Vegas Elvis themed wedding, and then their food was burgers and fries, and I thought that was the cutest thing ever.
Yes, I love that. That is cute, but I wouldn't do that. I want like lobster and stuff. The food will be expensive.
Fancy, huh?
Yes. Listen, we need a whole lot of champagne everywhere. We need lobsters and shit. We need some with some fancy foods. We need all the fancy shit. But the dress gonna be cheap as fuck.
What's surf and turf? Lobster and steak?
Yeah, we need that. And some lamb chops. But it's funny because I don't care about getting married, but I definitely got a screenshot of my dress and my ring. I want this one. But yeah, that's it for my weekend. My week. Yeah. So let's move on.
But before I had cut you off, you was about to say something about the couple. I don't know if you wanted to get back to it or not. Or if that's a part of like your topics for today or something.
No, I don't feel like talking about them. So long story short, I don't talk to them no more. They crazy. So maybe next week if I feel like talking about it, I'll talk about it. But moving on for topics. I know y'all probably seen the video, and I don't want to talk. I'm talking about this particular situation, but also in general about Black businesses, right? So I don't know if y'all saw, but it was a video. It was on the Shade Room. It probably was on something else too. But it was this guy. He had a restaurant or whatever, and in the restaurant, it was like girls twerking, like standing on the couch and twerking and stuff like that. So he was telling them a couple times like not to do it, but they kept doing it. And then he like went over and he was like kind of yelling at them. He was like, I don't need your business and you can get out, blah, blah, blah. So a lot of people were saying that he was wrong for doing that when they were saying he was wrong because they serve Hennessy and they play city girls. That doesn't mean any fucking thing. And then in any business, people who don't own business or who not working toward owning a business or who just comfortable with working for other people, they not going to understand when you put your blood, sweat, and tears into this business, and then people who don't give a fuck just come up into it and do anything. Like, that's not okay. He had every right to say what he said to them and do what he did. If you don't want to stay here, you can leave. He don't need your business. He can go somewhere else. And the fact that he said that I don't need your business, you can go, y'all can get out. Now people trying to be against him, like, well, we won't go in there. We won't go in there. But if a white person did that, y'all wouldn't stop going to that restaurant. Y'all would still be going in there. And because they do that shit all the time. I don't know how many videos I've seen of, it was this one video of this. I'm gonna go back to the black businesses because this is all kind of off subject. But it was this one video I seen, and it was this black couple. They were trying to go into this restaurant. I forget the name of it. It's some like supposed to be fancy restaurant. And they were trying to go in. They had a reservation, right? So they wouldn't let them in because the guy had on, I think he had on Nikes, but it was some tennis shoes, and it was a white lady at the bar, and she had on some Adidas. They were tennis shoes, but they wouldn't let him in because he had on Nikes. And they was recording the whole thing, and like the owner of the restaurant about to fight him and everything. But I can guarantee you, people ain't stopped going in there. But because this man said that he didn't need y'all business and y'all can go from, because y'all won't listen, from trekking on his couches and his furniture and putting y'all fingerprints all over the mirrors and shit, stuff that he worked hard for. Now people not gonna go to his restaurant. And like, even with we got stuff going on. Are we not about to have people coming up in there being rowdy, ratchet, none of that shit? Yes, we're black. Yes, we can get a rowdy and ratchet sometimes, but that's not the business that we're trying to do. And just because we're black doesn't mean that you have less respect for us. Treat us the same out here. But like, the whole thing was just pissing me off when I kept hearing people talk about it. Like, oh, he was wrong. Oh, he was wrong. He was wrong. No, the fuck he wasn't. That's his baby. He created that, and he can do what the hell he want with it. I'm not gonna let somebody come in. That's like somebody coming into your house. You just buy a house, right? You have a housewarming. People come up in your house, fucking up your shit, stuffing up your toilets, breaking your sink and shit. If it's not theirs, people don't give a fuck about it. So you have to talk to people some kind of way sometimes.
I absolutely agree with you. I think that I would put them out too. If I'm telling you the rules, and the rules are, not to stand on this furniture or anything like that, and you're still doing it, I'm absolutely going to tell you you can go. I'm not going to tell you I don't need your business or anything like that. I'm going to try to remain professional at all times. And I'm going to be like, you guys have to check out and you guys have to leave. But I'm not going to sit up there and take you blatantly disrespecting me after I asked you nicely not to stand on my furniture, not to twerk on my stuff, not to do this and do that. Like, no. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you to leave.
It was several times that he went over there, and I put myself in his position, because it's like, after a certain amount of time, like on Friday, I kind of kirked out a little bit when I was at work. And my manager was like, Ronnie, calm down. Because after you keep repeating yourself, it's like you basically saying, fuck me and fuck whatever I got to say or what I'm thinking. So I understood why he went over there, and he went and went crazy a little bit. But that's his shit.
Yeah. Well, do you know what state that happened in?
I don't know. I want to say it was either Texas or Atlanta. I want to say Texas. I'm not sure. But just because you got Hennessy and City Girls playing don't mean you get to stand up on somebody's fucking furniture. Control your liquor then, if that's the case. Yeah, I don't know. Do y'all have any take on this, boys? Men?
Is that the one he was yelling at them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was going.
I need to see the video, but without seeing the video, I'm on his side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he told the people to turn the music off and everything because they was doing too much. So I agree. I'm on his side. Anyway, moving on. So it was this post, right? And it was like, would you let Drake fuck your girl for a feature, right? So some people saying yes, some people saying no, but one dude said, yeah, he gonna do it because she'll fuck him for free, so why not? And I'm like, I fucking agree. I agree. If I was a nigga and I had a chance and had my girl fuck him, fuck it, because she gonna do it anyway. What female or any rapper or anything, like what female not gonna meet a fucking any Trey Songz or fucking who is hot? Shit, I don't know.
I won't.
Game if you think
I will absolutely meet any famous guy and not be like, oh my gosh, I want to fuck them. I would be like, oh my gosh, I want your what's that signature thing autograph or something like that. But I wouldn't be like, let me suck that dick.
Drake can get it. Odell Beckham can get it. Listen, whatever. I would do that shit. And there's a lot of females that would do that shit. So if I was a man and I had a wife or a girlfriend or whatever, go on, fuck this nigga for my feature, please. Thank you.
I mean, I would too.
For real.
Would you think you?
Because honestly, like people really be fucking for free. So I'm like, why the fuck not? And I'm trying to dig
that's what other people before. Go ahead and bust that thing open for him so we can get on. So we can get on, all right?
Exactly.
The fuck? This is an us thing. This is a sacrifice.
You doing this for us. We in this together. That's funny as shit. What y'all say, guys?
Oh.
Right, we coming from a girl point of view.
Right, y'all real quiet today. Y'all okay over there? Y'all alive?
I don't care too much for a Drake feature. Let him have sex with my girl.
Yeah, that's dead.
Huh?
What about for money?
No. Like what type of
we gotta ask somebody that's trying to get their music out. We gotta ask like hippies and pancakes or something.
Yes. Yeah, we gotta ask him.
Yeah, it.
Ask him on the next episode. Tell him it's from us.
Right. Tell him we said it. Yeah.
That'd be funny as shit. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, go ahead, boo. Bust that thing open for him.
Bust it wide open. Let bring it back. But that would be. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I still stand by that because I mean, y'all girls be fucking. I mean, men is crazy too. But girls be doing shit that you wouldn't even fucking think of. Like, shit be crazy. And then be lying about it. Like, at least if you gonna do that shit.
Talking about?
Like, because girls be sneaky. I know too many sneaky ass girls.
So
girls be sneaky and shit.
So explain what you're talking about.
Like, I know a lot of girls who got like a lot of boyfriends. And then they be thinking that they the only boyfriend. And I be like, what? She got a lot of
niggas do the same thing.
I mean, I know, like, men do be doing the same thing, but I'm saying, like, I agree with the dude who's like, she would fuck Drake for free anyway. Because most girls, I know a lot of people that I know, like, they would definitely fuck Drake or like the other people that I know who have multiple boyfriends. Like, that should be crazy. And like, I'm not saying that it's everybody I know, because I know a lot of faithful girls. And I'm a faithful girl when I'm in a relationship. But there are a lot of sneaky fucking women. Mm-hmm. And then I just had this conversation the other day with this guy because he was saying that that he got somebody pregnant or whatever. So then he was talking about, actually it was one guy, it was two conversations. One guy, he got the girl pregnant, and then the other guy, the daughter is 10 or about to turn 10. And he was like, she's like real tall, she's starting not to look like me, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I think that everybody should get paternity tests. And yes, I said this to them, like, yes, I would get offended if somebody be like, oh, I want a fraternity test. But I understand, because it's too many people, it's too many females who saying, oh, you the father, and they don't be. And that shit is sneaky as fuck.
But
So,
not every female know. You know, I think that you should tell people from jump, like, hey, well, I was sleeping with someone else as well, and I'm pregnant, because you never, no matter how much they try to be like, yeah, you conceived on this day, you never actually know when you conceived unless you only had sex that one day, one time, and didn't have sex no more the rest of that month or something like that. You never really know when you conceived if you're having sex with multiple people, you know, at a
mhm,
time or whatever like that.
mhm.
So I don't know.
Yeah, it be crazy. I don't trust people because I seen what niggas do and I see what bitches do, and I'm just like I don't trust nobody. And no matter how fucking, because it be so many people like, oh, why are you so real? You be telling like it is. You tell everything. Okay, because if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you. Because you asked me because you wanted to know, so I'm gonna tell you the truth. And half the time, especially when I be drunk, I just blurt the shit out. And you ain't about to have no secrets with me. You about to know everything. You whether you like it or not. Sorry, but not. Like I don't understand people, and I'd be like, if I'm telling you the truth, why not? Why people still got to be lying to me? Like I don't like that shit. Like this. Oh my goodness, this guy, right? He was saying that he don't smoke cigarettes. Then come to find out he do because I see him smoking a cigarette. So little shit like that, right? Then the same guy, he said that his child died, right? So I'm like, oh, that's sad. But then a couple days later, he said, what you doing? I'm like, nothing. I'm like, oh, what you doing? He like, I'm in the house with my baby. Your baby? Yeah, my daughter. You just said, or maybe he was talking about another daughter or something. And then I said, well, how many kids you got? No response. I'm confused. Like shit like that. Like, why? Why the lie? And that's just little shit. I mean, well, not about the daughter dying, that's something big. But like the cigarettes, that's something little. Like, I don't understand. Like, just be honest, shit. Just be honest. Fuck it. That's my point. Stop lying. And most of the girls gonna fuck Drake. Bottom, I'll fuck Drake. Go ahead. Go ahead with your topic, Reese.
All right, well, I got a couple, but I don't know where I'm gonna stop at. Anyway, I'm gonna piggyback on what you were saying about you know, would you let your girl screw Drake for a feature? Anyway, so I was watching this show, and I was watching it with one of my friends. I was watching it with Kelsey, and we were trying to figure out if we would do what we would do in this situation. So in this situation, it was a lesbian girl, and she used to have sex with this other lesbian girl. The girl's no longer lesbian, I believe. Anyway, um, and they used to have a good time. The other person, the second person, she is like a millionaire or something. Like her businesses were doing very wealthy and stuff. And the other girl, she had a business too that was doing pretty okay, but she wasn't a millionaire. Anyway, so they bumped into each other again, and the millionaire one, she's like, "Listen, I got a proposition for you, and if you do this for me for 6 weeks, um, and within a year, I can make your business make $4 million, right?" So she give her a contract. The girl signs the contract, didn't read it. So anyway, she ends up having to be the girl's sex slave, right? But not just the girl. Like if they would go to these fancy rich parties and she would have to have sex with whoever the girl told her she had to have sex with. Most of the time it was other men. And then they would give her this pill right before like the party or whatever. So she would never really remember what happened the night before. And it's not like she wasn't passed out, she just didn't remember. So she was up and active, but she would not remember the next morning, right? Anyway, so after like the first 2 times, then she went to her lawyer and she was trying to get out of the contract or whatever, but it was too late. And in the contract, it wasn't just about being her sex slave and doing whatever. It was like the girl for 6 weeks had access to her accounts, her home, her business, everything for those 6 weeks, right? But again, she did not read the contract thoroughly first before she signed it. My point being that if someone, this is the question, if someone came to you guys with the proposition like, hey, for 6 weeks, if you do A, B, and C, would you, and then I can make your business $4 million, right? Would you do it? I'll answer since I'm already yapping. I would probably do it. Especially if I read something about this on my sex slaves, I'll probably be like, whatever, it's only 6 weeks, right? I'll do whatever. But I would have to make sure I read, now that I've seen that, I would make sure that I read the contract thoroughly, okay? Because wealthy people, they know what they be doing. They be putting in words and shit that you don't really pay attention to and stuff like that. Anyway, but nonetheless, I said I would probably do it. Like, even though, like, the girl was a lesbian, she was having sex with the guys and stuff. First of all, I already had sex with the guy before. It's no big deal. I'm not attracted to guys. Hence the reason why I am a lesbian. But I'm be thinking $4 million in my head, right? The whole time.
First of all,
can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
You can't sign a contract. You're never obligated to have sex at any time. So it sounds like it's made up. You can never.
Well, because it was on a show, so it wasn't something real that happened.
Okay.
It was on a lesbian show that we were watching.
Oh,
so we were saying
like,
hypothetically.
it was like a sitcom or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're like, hypothetically, if this happens,
that shit ain't real. All right, I got it.
Yeah, I mean, I know if you could put that in the contract or not, but now I know that you said it, that you can't. Nice to know that. But anyway, I was just saying, like I said, hypothetically, huh?
She didn't know because they was drugging her.
Right.
But I would first of all, I read through stuff a little bit, but that's why I send it to you and Lorraine so y'all can get the rest of the shit going.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because if it was one person and I'm their sex slave, then okay. But don't be trying to jug me, and then all these other men be trying to stick their stuff in me. No, that is
right. And it wasn't like multiple people in a night. It was like, and it wasn't every night. But I know it was. I know I didn't finish watching it yet, but I know it was. I think the first night it was like the wealthy woman and her boyfriend or something maybe, and then another time it was like another man and stuff. I don't know. Obviously, I've never been in a situation like that. Probably never will. But I probably would take the risk for $4 million.
I would probably take it if it was just that one person. Like, I don't want to, or we can even put on shows in front of people, but don't be having nobody like.
She didn't know about the multiple people until after. So after she had signed it and stuff. I would probably take that risk, because if you get my business $4 million in a year, I mean, obviously my profit is still going to continuously grow after that year. So it's not even just the one time $4 million. It's like it's going to continuously grow. You done got my business off the ground, super successful now.
So, but what's the point of her having access to her home and her accounts and stuff?
Because she want to make sure that if the girl try to leave or not answer the door, she'd be able to walk in, and that she was doing. She would walk in. The girl got home one time, and the girl was in there already. She was like, "Hey, put this on. Be ready. We about to go." Type thing.
I guess. I would probably.
I know. What y'all think, guys? Would y'all be somebody's sex slave for 6 weeks if they could boost your business to $4 million, an extra $4 million in a year?
No.
Y'all wouldn't do nothing.
No. I mean, no.
I'm open to a lot of shit, so I would probably, but we would have to change some stuff around in that contract.
Yeah, I mean, with that $4 million, I'm gonna go ahead and give me some therapy too. I know I'm gonna need it. You're gonna be stressed the fuck out the rest of your damn life.
Mm-hmm.
But But yeah, I don't know, I don't know. And then like when I say stuff like that to people, I don't know, I don't even want to seem like like it's all about money. Obviously, it's not for me. But when it's something like that, that's different. That's building my wealth that can lead to generational wealth for my kids and grandchildren. And I don't know. I might be with you.
Yeah.
I might be with them. But anyway, well, I guess I'll move on. Anyway, so I'm gonna read y'all a thread of text messages, right? And then so while I'm pulling it up, I'm gonna say this. The guy to me, he was saying, this is pretty much why guys don't open up to women, or why they keep things to themselves and things like that, because of things like this, or because of the certain things that women will say sometimes. So anyway, the guy, right, said, so I'm gonna just go back and forth, say him and her. So him, he says, hey babe, what's going on? I called you 3 times. Her, I'm at a baby shower. Is everything okay over there? He says, babe, I'm having a bad day today. Remember my friend? Named the friend, and he's like, he was in a bad car accident. The driver fled. He's on life support. Her, wow, babe, I'm sorry to hear that you're having a bad day. Are you going to go see him? He says, I can't. They won't let friends in, and that's why I'm hurting. I've known him for 20 years, and he's always been there for me. I'm questioning. I'm scared for him. His sister said it's bad, and they may take him off tonight. So she says, wow, babe, I'm sorry. He says, is the baby shower almost over? Babe, I need you. I'm breaking down. She says, no, babe, it's a lot of gifts, and they're about to start opening them. And I promise her I'll help clean up afterward. I'll be there about 2 hours or so. He says, please, can you just come home now? I'm feeling low, and I need a hug and comfort from you. I feel lightheaded and dizzy. I'm not handling things well. You can't have someone else help. I need you, babe. She says, just eat something and put a warm rag over your head and relax, baby. I promise I'll be home in 2 hours or more. I'll come right home to you. He says, bless you. He says, when your grandmother passed last year, I was at a basketball tournament. I had 2 games left. I didn't play those games. I was on the first flight home to you. I clearly said I'm down, and it's your coworker's baby shower is more important than my pain. You've been there 5 hours. Why can't you stop everything for me? She says, are you kidding me? How could you bring up my grandmother? It is not the same situation. That's your childhood friend. That's my blood. You're hard to bring that up. You're a man acting like a female. And I can't stop everything. I have obligations, and I said I'll be there in a couple of hours. So then he says, right. So he says, I'm good. Stay with your coworkers. I'll call someone else. Thank you for showing me your true colors. I wish it didn't take 2 years for me to see it. Maybe we should take a break. I need to get my mental in order, and you don't have time. She says, wow, you gonna call somebody else? Is that a threat? You're acting soft and giving me ultimatums. Yeah, I think a break is needed. I didn't sign up to take care of you. 2 years down the effing drain. Don't text me anymore. You're clearly speaking from an emotional state. I'll let you cope, and I'll get my things in the morning. He says, it will be in the morning. It will be in the lawn by now. So she says, don't touch my stuff. I'm serious. You're tripping now. I'm on my way home. She says, wow. So you tell me when I'm feeling down, you're busy. But when I tell you your clothes will be in the lawn, you're on your way. Wow, yeah, come get your shit. She says, my clothes are expensive, and I'm on my way. You acting brand new. It's unbelievable. And he says, you haven't seen unbelievable. That was the end of the thread. But I think that was absolute bullshit. First of all, I don't give a fuck if I'm at somebody's baby shower. I might could even be at my own sister's baby shower. And if my person need me, I'm going to be like, sis, I got to go. Like, I'll come back. If you got 2 more hours of opening up gifts, let me run home clean up, or I'll make it up to you. Something. I'll help you bring the stuff in the house, like whatever, like that. But for you to sit up here and at the the coworkers are not your friends.
Exactly.
I have people make coworkers their friends. They are not your friends. They are your coworkers. Anyway, so and then for you to say he's acting like a female because his friend is about to pass, that's ridiculous. And it is the same situation. This guy left a basketball tournament in another state, paid extra money to get on a flight to come home when your grandmother was sick. Was passing, and then you can't leave your coworker baby shower. Yo, I was so heated for him, it was ridiculous. If that was my brother or something and I would have read those messages, I would have probably went to go try to fight that damn girl. That was absolutely ridiculous. And then the fact that people keep on making it seem like men are not supposed to have feelings is even more ridiculous.
Amen.
Yes, men should be able to cry, and especially if to nobody else, their girl. Like, you're not going to sit up here, oh, you need to be a man. Don't give me ultimatum. Like, what? And then you going to rush home for your clothes? Your clothes, then?
First of all, I would have ruined that shit. On my way when he first said he need me. That's all you got to say. You ain't even got to say all the extra shit. When I get a text from my dude, he say, I need you, I'm gone. I don't give a fuck where I'm at.
You didn't even, like, on some real shit, you won't even have to call me 3 times back to back and then text me for me to answer. Because I'm going to answer on the first time, like, hey, babe, I'm at the baby shower. What's up?
And she wasn't at no damn baby shower.
I was just flabbergasted.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, I was shocked. I was all the way shocked about everything. And I was like, he got every right to break up with that hoe. I had to put all her shit out right there and there.
Yes, and I hope he didn't forgive her and took her back. Because when you be going through some shit.
Can't forgive her either. Like, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, nah, fuck that.
Like, it was just all the way ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think he was overreacting a little bit.
And I don't know why I was in my feelings like I was the guy. Would you say, D? I couldn't hear you.
I said, you don't think he was overreacting a little bit?
No.
Because his friend.
No.
I'm saying,
I don't think so.
But his friend wasn't even, he didn't pass. He just couldn't see him right now.
He was on life support and they were going to take him off. So it's not about not being to see the friend. The friend is on life support and you're hurting because you might lose your friend.
Man, that nigga a little pussy.
That's overreacting.
You wouldn't feel away if that was one of your friends?
No, I'm not going to be like, I need a hug. Nah.
He said a hug and comfort.
Nah, I mean, but I'm just saying, like, honestly, for me and all this stuff I've been through in my life, if somebody is doing something and, like, because that situation is not going to change. You know what I mean? If somebody's passing away and it's not something, if it's nothing if it's nothing that's going to be done to prevent the person from passing away, then you go about your day. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, just me personally, I don't need somebody like, oh, I need you to be here with me and share my, I just think that was a little soft, honestly, but, that's just me. Because what she was going to do, just sit in his face? Like, what the fuck?
Spend time with him.
I'm going to hug you. I'm going to comfort you. I'm going to love on you. I'm going to tell you it's going to be okay.
But that's still going to happen 2 hours from now. Like, he acting like a little bitch. I need you to stop everything you're doing. Come right now. Like, dog, you need to motherfucking man up a little bit, bro. Like, that's how I feel.
To be so.
Maybe you should. I mean, I'm gonna have to disagree. I think
it's an emergency. See, I view emergencies differently because she ain't doing nothing to change the emergency. Ain't nothing her presence there is going to do is going to change what's happened, the outcome of the emergency. Like, the only time I'm going to try to end it, if I ask for somebody some help for an emergency, it's because I need you there in order to affect the outcome of what's happening. if what's happening, you really can't affect the outcome of what's happening, especially if you tell me that you are doing something, you know what I mean? If I say, hey, this is what's going on, you like, all right, and well, I'll be there at this time. And you coming now is not going to change anything from, the anything from happening. Then yeah, like he was doing a little much, and especially talking about her grandma and all of that shit. Like you don't do stuff to bring it up later. Like all that shit was hoe shit to me.
That part.
Yeah, that was some real hoe
He was
shit.
just using it for an example of how he was there for her versus how she is there for him.
Do stuff for people. You don't do stuff for people to bring it up later. That's not like you would like, because if my girl would have did that for me, right? Came for me from my grandma, was like, oh well, I did this for you when your people, that ain't gonna go well. You know what I mean? You don't do stuff for people in order for them to do for you. You know what I mean? And it's like you're being ultra competitive. Like, I don't know. Like I said, just me personally, nah, I wouldn't force a person to leave for 2 hours, because if that situation is going to be a permanent situation, which hasn't even occurred yet, because they haven't taken them off life support yet. They said they're talking about taking them off life support later. So she would have been there by the time it happened. Most like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. He's a little soft to me, but.
I don't think he's soft at all. I'm definitely going to disagree. I don't think he's soft at all. And even if the only thing I may will probably disagree with is the whole grandmother thing. But other than that, I feel like he is totally justified for everything else that he said.
D, you never needed a hug.
It's not being soft. It doesn't matter if it's going to help or not. Like, if I want you to be there, if I want to cry to you because I don't want to cry to anybody else, and you're my girl, I expect you to be here so I can cry to you.
Now I'm with you. Want just to be with a person and talk to that person, but again, you like to force it on to the person. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to put a person in a position where they not comfortable and they not ready to support. Because like, to support a person going through grief, you need to be mentally prepared for that. It ain't just, oh, I can just take on all your emotions the instant. I have to prepare myself for that.
But she didn't say that either. If she would have said that, it would have even made more sense. Like, let me stay here, get my shit together. It's like when I come to you, I can be okay.
She didn't say that, but if she says, well, I need time before I'm able to do that, then that's what she needs. That's what I'm saying. But
she didn't say that was why she needed time. Her time was because she needed to help clean up the baby.
She didn't say that, Reese. She didn't say that was the reason she needed time, but she did say she needed time. So if somebody's going to be supporting me in any type of way, I'm not going to obligate that support to be immediately, because I would appreciate them to come. So as soon as they could, I would accept it. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm in pain now, you got to drop everything right now, and if you don't, you're a piece of shit. That's not me. That's what I'm saying. That's how I feel. Like, it can't be, oh, I've been with you for 2 years, but now that you can't do this thing for me one time, and now you're a piece of shit. Come on, man. Like, you shouldn't put those type of ultimatums and obligations on people. That's just me and how I feel, But I don't know. Everybody's different. Cause I think he's acting like a hoe.
Everybody is different. I feel like if you are in any kind of relationship, then you should try to be that support for your person. And if you gotta drop whatever the hell you're doing, then drop that shit. And he should have brought up the grandmother.
Drop whatever you're doing to give him a hug.
To be there for him. Yeah. You never needed a hug in your life. D, you never needed a hug.
Oh, come give me a hug and then go back. Something.
Okay, I'm just saying. Like I said, I understand you want to share this and have somebody to support you, but again, just me and my life and all that I've been through, I'm not gonna tell a person to drop everything, because again, that's not gonna, the person, if they're gonna pass away, and it's cold to say it like this, but they're gonna be dead tomorrow. So, like
And
when
I'm
you
gonna be
can
crying
support,
today.
right? But when you can support me, I would accept the support, because I understand what truly goes with dealing with the grief, and it's not something that I understand that whoever I need support from, they have to be prepared to do that. So if they say they can't do it at this moment, I'm not gonna be like, well, you gotta drop everything to do that. That's what I'm saying. That's my opinion, my perspective on it. Because if you like, oh, I'm coming, I would just be happy to have somebody come at all. You know what I mean? But to say I've been with you for 2 years, but you didn't drop everything for me right now, and she ain't said she wasn't gonna come. She ain't said fuck him. He like trying to weigh out where he fits in her life. Oh, I'm not more important than your coworker. Oh, that, come on, man, that's whole shit. All that's whole shit. Like,
It ain't whole shit to me.
huh?
It's not whole shit to me.
That's whole shit to me, because like you insecure about, like, if your person tell you that they doing something, what they doing, you gotta, it go both ways. You gotta respect their time just like you want them to respect yours.
Where does the insecurity
all right,
come in?
this is the whole shit he did. He gave her an ultimatum. You know what I mean? She been with him for 2 years. I would assume she been good with to him for those 2 years to get him that. So she gave him an ultimatum, like, you gotta leave, drop everything right now. That's whole shit. He brought up things that he did for her in the past. That's whole shit. He trying to get ranked, and he's insecure about who she's hanging out with and how much time they hanging out. All that's whole shit. All that's whole shit. Like that is not, to me, how I was raised and how men are supposed to react. Like, yeah, you want a person to be able to, but again, if you know what they at, you know what they doing, like, and they say, all right, I'm gonna be there at this time, and it's nothing that the person can do to change the situation at hand. And that's what I'm talking about, because there's nothing that they can do to change the outcome of the situation. Then you don't force a person to fucking, you know what I'm saying, interrupt their plans, because there's nothing they can do. If it'd be different if he said, hey, I'm stuck on the side of the road, you know what I'm saying? That's all right. You drop everything because your safety is involved. That, all right. You drop everything. You go get him off the side of the road. But if he's home, he's safe, and he just needs a hug, nigga, you could wait for that hug. Come on, man. That's all I'm saying. You could wait for the hug, man. That, other than that, I don't know. like.
Reese, don't press pause.
And then he like, I'm gonna throw your clothes on the lawn. That's whole shit too. All that's whole shit. Like, come on,
He said he's gonna throw. He said he's gonna be on the line. You don't need to come in. What do you need to come in for?
come on, that's some whole shit. Why you gonna break up her clothes? Like,
It's some whole shit for you to not go comfort somebody that's your boyfriend or your girlfriend. It's some whole shit for you to worry about your coworker over anybody else, because your coworker ain't shit.
Again, that's what I'm saying. You worried
You are
about
not friends
ranking.
with that coworker anymore.
You feel like you worried about a ranking and where you fall in line. I don't rock like that. So I don't, like, if you busy, and again, you can't change nothing. What the person gonna do to change it? Give me a hug. Okay.
Hugs are great.
Yes, comfort
Hugs
me.
are great.
Rock me to sleep.
Again, you can do that in 2 hours. You need it right now.
I don't want it in 2 hours. I need it now. Yes, I need it now, because I'm going to go crazy now. I'm going to go crazy because I'm going to lose my friend of 20 years.
Again, I'm built differently, so I'm not going to go crazy. I came up differently. I've been through too much. So that's something like that. Like, maybe that's why I'm hardened to that. because I came up differently. Because something like that, that's not going to be something that's going to change. Like if it happened today, you're going to deal with it tomorrow and the next day and the next day. You're going to have to deal with it at that time. You know what I mean? So it's not something that is going to necessarily have to happen immediately. That's what I'm talking about. You can't change what's going on, and it's going to be a situation that has to be dealt with. And you being combative to the person that you would rely on. Again, she wasn't ready mentally to support you. So I know if I'm asking for somebody, if I'm going through somebody, they have to be ready. But that's because
she didn't say that she wasn't mentally ready. She said that she's not going. She didn't. Like I said, if she would have said that that is the reason, that would be a little different.
Again,
I don't think that makes him soft. I don't think that makes him a bitch. I know plenty of men that yell and scream like bitches all day, but I would never sit up here and be like, yeah, they're a little bitch. But they yell and scream like little bitches all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Like, act like whole fucking females on their goddamn period.
Mm-hmm.
I know men like that.
I know.
But I don't sit up there and call them no bitch because that doesn't, to me, that don't make them no bitch.
Like I said, I have a different opinion. So, you know, you asked how I felt about it, and I just said how I felt. That's it. I mean, if you feel different, but I'm not gonna obligate somebody to like I say, I'm not gonna obligate you to change your plans when you changing your plans isn't gonna affect the outcome of anything. It's not gonna change anything. Her leaving right now
even not expecting that person to change. I mean, not to come and be there for you and stuff. It still, to me, doesn't make him no bitch for him wanting her to be there to comfort him.
No,
sometimes
that's not what I'm talking about. See, that's not the point. That's not the point I'm talking about. The point I'm talking about is the fact that when she said, "I am going to come, but it's going to be a minute," and how he reacted to that. How he reacted to the fact when she said, "All right, I'm coming at this time." He was like, "Oh, you're not gonna come now? Oh, well, just fuck it then. Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna throw your shit out." Come on, man, that's some whole shit.
She said, "I'm gonna get my stuff."
I'm like, I expect my person to be there for me. Like, point blank, period. I expect my person to be there, comfort me, drop what they're doing, because I'm gonna do the same shit for them.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even have to ask. They can just hit me like, damn, such and such was in an accident and this is not looking good. And I'm gonna automatically be like, I'm on the way. You ain't even gotta ask me. It's not a question.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I agree. Ideally, that's what will happen. But when she said she couldn't come, I'm talking about how he reacted to the fact that when she said she wasn't on her way right now, he had a whole breakdown. And I'm like, come on, brother. Like, you can't do that. Like, you gotta understand that people going through stuff too, and it shouldn't be a back and forth. You can't demand that somebody support you. You can't demand, like, that's crazy. I think that's crazy.
Shit. If you my girl, I'm going to demand that shit. Cause you wouldn't have to demand it from me.
Right. All you gotta say is, "I need you," or you ain't even gotta say that. Just be like, "Come here," or "Come over," or something. Shit, I'm coming.
Okay, but all I'm saying is I give enough respect and leeway to whoever I'm with, that if you tell me that you're busy, okay, I'll see you when you're able.
She even sounded like she was doing something sneaky.
Because
you ain't answering the phone, but you can text me back. And then why you still ain't even call? Even if I tell you I'm not gonna come, I'ma still call because you had called me initially. I'ma call and be like, damn, I'm so sorry that you're going through that. You know, like, whatever. I'm not fitting to even sit up here and keep texting. I ain't about to come home just because I'm mad you about to put my stuff on the line.
Right.
Nah. To me, she sounded like the sneaky shit.
She was with another
little nigga.
Y'all shoot her with nigga.
I don't know no. I don't know
Hey,
no baby out a shower that's
possible.
7
All
hours
that,
unless you famous.
all that's possible, but what all online again? I just try to keep my what I'm talking about, what I'm talking about, because there's a lot of different factors. But I'm talking about he can want that, expect that, and everything. But when you start bringing up stuff you did for her, and when you start saying you're gonna put somebody's stuff on the lawn and all that, that's you men should. I don't feel like men should act like that. Is what I'm saying. I don't feel like you should obligate a person to be somewhere or do something when their presence there is not going to change the outcome of the situation. Like if I need you to grab something and bring it to me because it's an emergency, that's one thing. Because I need something done that's going to affect the outcome of the situation. But if I just need you to come because I'm sad, oh, I must still be sad when you get here. So you can come on when you ready. Cause you're gonna have to deal with this shit. Go get some wine, go get some, you know what I'm saying, get your shit right. But it's not gonna be, oh, fucking leave right now. Cause like I said, it takes mental stability to be able to support somebody, especially when they're going through grief. And I want you to be able to prepare for what's going on because it's not a joke or nothing like that. But I just understand that it ain't, oh, I'm sad, oh, I just got this news, I'm gonna be upset about it, drop everything and come, because you might not be ready to do that. If you say it's going to take you a couple of hours, I understand why that might be, and I'm not going to be like, oh no, you got to do it right now, and I'm not going to bring up stuff that I've done for you, and I'm not going to throw all your stuff on the lawn. That's whole shit to me. That's all.
Yeah, but when people bring up stuff that they did for me, so I agree with that. Like, leave that
That's the
shit out.
only thing I don't agree with. Everything else, I'm on his side.
Yeah.
And I don't think he was bringing it up to. I don't think he was bringing it up to throw it in her face. I truly believe he was bringing it up to show an example of, listen, I'll do anything for you. Like, for example, when I did this, when you needed me, like,
Right.
so can you please be here while I need you?
No, I understand, and I'm not even mad about the when I felt like that is exactly when he said, oh, I did this for with your grandma. I was like, oh shit. I was like, nah, I don't rock with nothing else. Like, you gonna cut me off after that? You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't communicate straight if somebody said, oh, well, I did this for you, so now you got to do this for me. Nah, I couldn't. Nah, man. That's and that's another reason, though, why I wouldn't try to force the person to come immediately, because it's not going to be a thing where, well, I did this, now you owe me back. Like, nah, we don't do. It shouldn't be quid pro quo, tit for tat, all of that. You know, I don't want a relationship that's transactional. I want it to be what's best for both parties in the relationship. Not, I did this for you, now you got to do this for me. That's just me.
Okay.
I agree. Anyways, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Are we
I
checking
hope
out?
I hope his friend made it through the accident.
Yeah,
I
I
hope
hope
so
so.
as well.
Yeah.
Because he felt like he needed a hug.
He did need a hug. I wish I would have knew him. I would have gave him a hug.
You even gave him a hug.
Yeah, I like hugs.
I would have given him a hug.
hmm Everybody need hugs. It for real. It's
I
like a.
want to hug random people on the street. When I walk past them and I feel like their energy is sad, I'd be willing to be like, "You want a hug?"
But that transfer, but that's what I'm saying. That transfer energy is real though. Like you dealing with a
And I
person that's going
absolutely
through
agree.
grief, huh?
I agree, but I am willing to take my person, my girl. I'm willing to take that transfer of grief energy from that person. Absolutely.
Yeah, 2
No
hours.
question. No thought. No.
Fucking 2 hours. Yeah,
Mm.
cause this gonna be all night, man. That shit is real. I'm just saying real life on real experience dealing with this shit. You know what I mean? People living and dying. Like actually dealing with it. Like not no make-believe shit. That shit is real. And you can't I won't obligate a person to be like right here, right now, if it's not gonna change the outcome of what's going on. That's key. Because if I call you and say I need you to change the outcome of the situation, that is different. But if you leaving right now is not going to change any outcome of anything, then I'm not going to force you to be there at a certain time. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because if it was, we were just in a car accident, come get us or something like that, and then you talk about, oh, I'm waiting 2 hours, it's totally different.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just want to make sure everybody understands all of these sections that I'm talking about.
Yeah, I get it. Mm-hmm. We just lost one of our friends this week, and it was really sad.
Oh yeah, that was my boy.
Yeah, we
Have
knew
I
him.
met? Did I meet him?
No,
No.
we actually like I haven't seen him in a couple years. We talked throughout the years, so I haven't like actually seen him in a couple years. But we kind of grew up with him, and he gave Reese the name Papa. People know her. People call her Papa, but he gave her that name. So he was like a brother, like growing up and stuff. He was always like
Yeah,
trying to.
he always protected me and stuff, like
Yeah. Do y'all
in
want to say his
school and things
name? Give
like
him
that.
condolences.
Yeah, Levi. Um, oh, I'm gonna miss him. I don't want to cry.
He has a 1-year-old daughter, and that sucks. But yeah, I'm definitely trying to make the funeral when it happens. I haven't spoken to him in about a month, and I didn't see him since around this time last year. So it really sucks for me.
What caused his passing?
I believe
Whatever.
it was gun. I heard he got shot.
Oh wow.
What really happened?
Condolences
Yeah.
to the family and to you all.
Mm. Okay, well let's check out before I start crying.
Before it turns emotional. All right, y'all. Well,
All
we
right,
out.
checking out.